Starts at this camera angle, so... Arcane Wall, was it that? I think we're looking for level 2, actually. Protection... Yep. Arcane Wall level 2. Put it here. Okay, now what? Yep, that's where I want to put it. So... Now what? Can I just... Oh. Okay.
The cells! Open the cell doors!
That could be useful.
Seems good. But I can't actually click it.
That could be useful.
You've got to... It's like you've got to be close enough and then next turn is... Oh, no. Oh, you can do it. You just got to click use. Which now isn't working. What the fuck? How did that end my turn? Oh, God. Well, this whole thing didn't work out the way that I'd hoped. I guess we can use some more magic. The system is really clunky. Let's put a fireball right there. Seemed to work fairly well. Like, maybe it'll just need some getting used to, but this whole idea that you have to move up to something and then next turn you take your action is kind of ridiculous. I'm not 100% sure why that is. And for some reason it worked fine for him and then not for the other. I don't know. I don't know. I screwed the wall up completely, I know that for a fact. The game does like to throw quite a lot of text at you at once. Burst of flame, let's try that. Certainly seems to do the trick. My character's just running around opening doors for whatever reason. I'm just going to directly attack again. He's about to die anyway. There we go. Oh, there's a bunch more guards coming in. Alright, that's not necessarily great. If only we'd placed the wall right in the first place. That might have worked out.
Look.
Oh, I just accidentally skipped my turn. Never mind, I put on one weight. It's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. The combat system does take a little bit of getting used to. It's slightly unorthodox. Alright. Mage again? Okay. What's my mage again? Can we use something highly explosive and hilarious? Gonna go with yes. There we go. Because we can. Well, that failed miserably. Alright. Never mind. So just have my main character run around here. I'm interested to know what the failure chance on those spells is dictated by. I assume that's mana. Yeah, so I'm on 14 mana. No, damn it. Ah, I meant to right click.
Enough of this. Let's get out.
Alright, so we just automatically win. That, actually, I didn't want to do because I would have liked to take their loot. So, it's unfortunate.
So,
I had no idea that would
what's
happen.
This name? The name Amber Glasses was asking you about.
Amber glasses. That was my friend, Lysander.
Amongst my people, friends drink together instead of torturing one another.
Each to his own. Why did they lock you up?
They say I killed someone. A princess.
And? Did you?
I don't know.
And where does this name come in?
I don't know.
You don't know much, do you?
Did you know the princess well?
Her father, Count Urias, had taken me into his service. Lysander knew her better,
Her and her bed?
in a manner of speaking.
Count Urias? Never heard of him.
He was a hero, a mage who rendered great services to the Horasian Empire. The Empress herself gave him the title of Count. But more than that, he's an explorer. He has a penchant for exotic peoples. Forest men, lizard folk.
Sounds more like a villain.
Take the blasted wooden sword already.
Why are we dueling again?
I don't know, is it really important? I think you insulted Eleanor.
That's not true.
We were drunk. All I know is I challenged you to a duel. Or was it the other way round?
Don't be silly. Leave them be. I want to see them fight.
To the 5th hit!
Okay.
All right, to the 5th hit.
At last.
I wanted to watch some violence. Okay, good to know. Lure them into mud puddles. Are these mud puddles? I guess so. Alright, let's head round the side of the mud puddle then. It's like, hey, since I know you're an absolute idiot, why don't you run through the mud? So this actually very much is a... You notice there was a body control test going on there? This is very much pen and paper based by the looks of it, and a quite literal interpretation of a lot of this stuff from the Dark Eye, which is interesting. I succeeded my test. 3 bashing damage, okay. Shall I do it again? See if he fails? Oh, bollocks! This is not going well. Why are you hitting me? Jeez. Let's just attack him. Let's see if I can do the same thing to him again. And then we can wait, which will cause him to fall down. But I can't hit him from that. Oh, I can hit him from that distance. There we go. So I can just keep beating on him, I suppose. Oh, it's 1, but... Hi, what? Oh, there we go. If you hover over him directly, which is a little strange. If you hover over the character directly, it doesn't actually bring up the attack. You've got to hover over the empty bit of the hex. Although you can right-click and then go for attack that way, but then again, that actually still doesn't work. That just sets the type of attack, and then you click outside the hex. Bit weird. Can't really explain the rationale behind that.
And 5.
You win.
With ease! Come
Bollocks.
on, Eleanor, let's prepare the lamb.
Prepare the lamb, by the way, is a euphemism for I'm going to bonk
How
you.
I missed all this.
You actually look like a hero. I'm impressed. Those years of training really paid off.
A hero? That's the last thing I want to be.
I was hoping you'd say that. We should do something naughty like we used to. You know, Father Okadiki has no teeth left at all. We should take advantage of that.
I'm sorry,
There's
what?
no hope for you, you know.
Have you been to see Urias? He wants to talk to you.
Did you just suggest what I think
Wait,
you
I'm
suggested?
enjoying the sun.
One thing at a time. Aurelia? Who's Aurelia? Now I'm curious.
No, enough talk. I'm going back to Neither. I need to find out what happened. But you don't have to come with me.
Why not? I've always wanted to see the bridge of St. Teleonel.
Well, that explains it. Let's go.
Yeah. World map. Alright. Apparently this game does have some sort of open world stuff. I actually do have a little bit of info that was sent to me by the dev. Just give me a minute and I'll bring it up. Just go to my list of stuff. Okay. I want to know when that starts. I think it was Act 3, if I recall correctly, but I need to double check. Let's see what we got. Blackguards, Blackguards, Blackguards. Okay, yes. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 introduces a free roaming world map, tons of side quests and NPCs that lure you into something. Okay, and apparently there's some consequences for doing stuff like that. Right, so apparently there's a bunch of choices you make that do have effects, but they don't make them immediately obvious. There are numerous endings, and there are areas on the world map that you will never find if you make certain choices. So, that's kind of neat. Alright, so that's where I currently am. I guess we're going to Neither. Alright, so your basic town screen, nothing particularly unusual. Healers. Do we? We don't actually need to heal up, so...
You'll need weapons in the wild south, and mine are the finest.
We will see. I very much doubt that they are. Merchants. Okay, buy and sell. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Shift left click is useful. Good. We like that. Good for selling a bunch of stuff. Here. Have my pants. There you go. And 2 torches. You can have those too. It's amusing that a healing potion is far less valuable than a pair of trousers. Let's look at what weapons are available here. Crossbows, maces, Cosquillian gauntlets. Ooh, those are pretty hardcore. Okay. Yeah, that was his entire inventory. Okay, we might want to maybe get a better sword, if possible. I did give a bow to someone. I didn't give my mage any weapon outside of just punching, so... We currently have 16 ducat, so I think maybe we get a basic sword. Apparently it's the mother of all weapons, supposedly. I somehow find that unlikely if it's available at the start of the game for 15 gold. But we will buy that. I would absolutely love to buy that. There we go, thank you very much. And we'll swap over our dwarf dude's weapon for something a bit better. And we'll give the short sword to the mage, since he doesn't actually have a weapon yet. There we go. That seems a little more practical, and then my guy can do the archery, I suppose. Okay, so we don't need the healer. Let's kill the innkeeper.
Not in the best of moods today.
Not today, Donna Missanti.
Trouble?
1 second. Alright.
You know,
There we go.
I've always got a bet for you.
Oh, really?
If you've got a shiny silver coin for me.
You whore. Disgusting behavior.
Any news?
You could say that. Count Urias's daughter is dead. Murdered. Such a pretty girl. Wait, didn't you know her?
You know what I've noticed so far? There's been a massive selection of accents on display. Apparently in this very small regional fantasy medieval area we have Americans, Irish, several kinds of Englishmen, clearly a Scotsman in there somewhere. Well, there you go.
Not very well.
But weren't you out at the Count's country estate all the time? Well, never mind that. Her murderer's to hang the day after tomorrow. Priors curse him. Princess Eleanor was always kind to us.
Do you know anything about Lysander?
The alchemist's son. They say he took a ship for the south yesterday. To Mangbiller, I believe. No wonder he wanted to get away from here. He was very close to Princess Eleanor, wasn't he?
Indeed.
Where's Count Urias?
He disappeared. No one knows where to. He didn't even stay for his daughter's funeral.
Alright.
You know the way.
Okay. I assume it was just for healing, but
See
whatever.
you someday, Donna Missanti.
May Travia be with you.
Maybe we should get some gear first. And a drink.
We already did that.
Alricio.
You? Shouldn't you be swinging from the gallows by now?
They found me innocent, as I am.
Be that as it may. What do you want from me?
Where's Aurelia? Is she in Neither?
No. Horatio says she disappeared.
And the princess?
She's already in the tomb of the Calamars. They say the clerics had some trouble putting her body back together. Anything else?
I need equipment.
That was an interesting one, because if I recall correctly, that merchant wasn't actually available that day, which is a little annoying, because I spent all my money and I'd actually quite like to use it on some of this stuff, but never mind. Never mind.
And now?
Let's head for the...
Great.
Character sheet. Alright, improve your skills. During the events of the story, your party will acquire adventure points. You can use these to level up sub XP, in other words. So that's what AP is. Let's do that. Seem like there's... So these are talents, I assume. Massive AP costs on most of these. That seems useful. I could upgrade that. Everything else seems to be related to these skills. Melee and weapon talents. Okay. They slide in either direction. Why is that? It's a little strange. Then your regular talents. Leveling up talents unlocks 4 different talent levels. Okay. Makes sense. So that's what perception does. Good to know. Spells. Yep. So we already have Cold Shock, and we've already, I think, got this one. We don't have the Fireball. There's a bunch of stuff here. Maybe upgrade Cold Shock. That's what it does at level 4. Enhanced duration. More everything else. Yeah, let's upgrade that. How far can you go here? Alright, so from what so it was talking about thresholds, wasn't it? So yeah, that's the skill value. So if I go up to 8, I'll get... Which I can't actually do. So does that actually do anything whatsoever to it? Yes, it does. It increases the chance of success. So you've kind of got these major milestones on the spells and the talents, but each upgrade does actually do something. In the case of this, it's actually upgrading the chance of success alone. So, I don't see it. What the? Game alt tabbed for no apparent reason. It's weird. Give me a sec. There we go. So toss a bit in there. I don't know if I do or not. Yeah, that reset it. Okay. It's a little irritating. So you've got to lock in a talent before you go and spend on others, which I don't really like. The reason I don't like it is because I want to see if I can use my current AP to get a particular set of talents. And I can't really do that if it's going to force me to lock them in. So that's a little irritating. You can find special moves, passive abilities. Yeah, so it's to be expected again. So I currently, I assume, have ranged spell 1. The range of all spells is increased by 1 field. Ranged spell 2. So these are nice, easy. Okay. We don't have the necessary stats to make this happen yet. I'd love to actually increase some of this stuff. There doesn't seem to be a direct way of doing that, though. My cleverness is lower than it needs to be, but under here doesn't necessarily... It doesn't seem like there's a way to actually upgrade any of it. Oh, that's cleverness. Oh, okay. I see. Right. So those stats, which are a little bit weird because these base values here don't actually match up to this, but cleverness is upgraded here through 380 AP to go to cleverness 13. So upgrading your actual base stats is very expensive. Good to know. So what are we going to go in for then? Body control seems mildly useful. I think we just toss some stuff into spells, really. Can we unlock any of these? Can I unlock Thunderbolt? No. Okay, so I guess you need a tome or a trainer for that then. So these are the ones that I currently know. I can mess with these. Magicka Infractor, which does what? I want to know what this does and scroll down. There we go. Stops the effect of all enchantments. Okay. Do I want my guy to be a healer? Yeah, I could do that. He could handle the healing, I suppose. His current level of that is 7. The threshold, I assume, is 8? Yeah, so I can actually go up to 8, which would take him up to level 2 healing. That's good. What else has he got? What's this? These are not so obvious. Okay, that heals poisons. Can I get Witch's Spit? I guess not. No, so anything that's got the lock on it, I can't get right now. I assume I have to find a trainer for that. I could upgrade my Ignifaxious Thing of Flame, which is actually already at level 2, so... that doesn't really help me that much. I was wanting to hopefully push something beyond that threshold, but... that seems fine for the moment. The music is very repetitive in the towns, yes. Can't say I'm massively impressed by that. Okay, let's save those. I don't really know which direction to go with this stuff. It's like, well, I guess I can spend points here. Maybe. Since I'm using bows, I should probably spend some AP upgrading that. Can I go all the way up to... I can't go that high with it. So that's increasing my ranged combat stat over to the side there. So we'll toss a few AP into that. There we go. And then I should really consider upgrading my other dudes. Oh, they have separate AP. I don't have to consider that. Thank God for that. That makes things a lot easier. Alright, let's just throw the rest into bows then. So I'm going to do ranged combat and healing mostly with this guy. Cool. So lock that in. Alright, so he's going to work on swords, I imagine. He's currently... oh, he's actually got axes and maces is really high already. Okay. Well, I could level up swords anyway. It would be good to give him an option. I mean, it doesn't cost that much AP. Currently, his weapon is a sword, and I don't actually have any kind of mace that I could use for him. If I recall correctly... yep, confirm. Did he...
anything else?
any of these merchants have a mace? Nope. Let's see if he does.
So?
Yeah, but it's 15 gold. I can't afford it. Ah. I should. If I'd known about those stats earlier, I would have bought him a mace instead of buying him a sword, because he'd be way better with it. He's already rank 9 in that. So that's mildly annoying, but never mind. So I have no cash whatsoever at this point. We'll go back to messing with stats. I'm sorry if this is a bit boring, but it is an RPG. So it does involve messing with stats. It's to be expected. Can't afford any special abilities, I don't think. He already has shield fighting. And he actually has a shield equipped, so that's good. He's already got armor use, power blow. Yeah, everything's to be expected here, and the rest of it is quite expensive. I can't get any of that stuff, because again, you gotta get a trainer for it, so... that's that. I guess we just throw it into swords. Yep, let's just pump all of those stats into swords. There we go. And I can't increase any base values, so... maybe put a bit more on willpower, so it can resist injury. And my mage dude. Alright, so what's he got? He's rank 6 in Ignifaxious Burst of Flame, so I guess we can push that all the way up to 8. So he gets to level 2 of that. Why not? Okay, seems good. And is there anything under base values I can increase? I can increase Astral Energy by 1. I can increase Vitality by 1, and then that's about it. Okay, cool. We're sorted, I think. Alright. I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'll be interested to see how the combat goes next.
So many tombs.
The tomb of the Calamals must be here somewhere.
Alright. That's the crypt. But we can go to any of these places. That's kind of neat. It's really interesting, actually, because it's a bunch of set pieces linked together by this map interface, as opposed to just wandering around a world. So each of these, I assume, is some kind of encounter. I don't know which crypt it is. Let's go to the crossroads first. Let's see what happens. I guess I'm fighting already then. Alright. Okay, so cover... oh, right. So there's a cover system. Okay. You need line of sight. Alright, well, this is actually very Heroes of Might and Magic 4 in a way. Also a little bit King's Bounty on the combat side of things. But no stacks, just individual characters. Ah. That's kind of cool. Alright. So depending on the size of the character is actually relevant. I like that idea. Alright, well I can't attack him directly, so... Does he have a bow and arrow? He does. I'll keep the dwarf here. He's fine. I can maybe put the bigger guy in front of him. I think he can just wait, actually. Wait for someone to get close by. Okay, good to know. You can only parry once. Unfortunately, he's got right up close. But I've got magic, so I guess that's not a big deal. I've got Ignifacius Bolt of Flame with an 83% chance. And they're actually separate spells as well, so... 8 to 18, that's brutal. Okay, I could just massacre him with that. Let's hit him with that. There we go. Smack, 10 damage. Very nice. He apparently had a willpower test against that as well. And I think we just stab him to death. Actually, just keep using magic. I've got 2 mages, both with really powerful abilities. I might as well keep using them. 8 points of damage, that is a kill. There we go. Oh, no it's not. Basic mathematics, apparently not my strong point. Would have been a kill if I'd got max damage on my level 2 there, but... Alright, well I might as well just use this guy to block this and fight, and I'll just fight directly from here. Power Blow, 55% chance to hit. I don't like that. Let's go with the basic attack. There we go. He parried that quite nicely. And we... Oh, it regenerates mana as well. Okay, so I can fling spells wherever the hell I want. Keep working on him. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so you want to keep mage characters away from thieves. That's abundantly clear, but I think we can probably finish him off now. Can I actually hit him from this distance? With my bow and arrow? No, not by the looks of it. Okay, let's just use another spell then. Cold Shock is a 26% chance to hit. I'd rather go with the 83. There we go. Alright, so he's down. Nice. Archer's now taking cover. My character's getting a little bit low on HP. I don't like that. I'm gonna move... Actually, I don't need to move him into cover. I'm just gonna hit him straight up. And then I can finish him off, I think. No, he's actually not dead yet, shockingly enough. Alright, now he needs to get into cover. So I assume this looks like it would be cover. But I might be wrong. He might not crouch down, in which case this may not work the way I was hoping for, but we'll try it. Doesn't give me a cover indicator of any sort, so I'm not 100% sure. But I'm gonna take a shot at him. There we go. Yeah, it obviously was cover because he moved around the side to try and get an attack in, so that's relevant. Oh! That guy's somehow still not dead. He's on 1 HP. Can finish him off now. And can we finish him without dying? Not necessarily. Can I move and then cast heal? Hopefully. Balm of Healing, 90% chance to work. 84% chance for 20 HP. Let's just go with that. That works. There we go. I'm starting to dig this. Because it very much is a pen and paper RPG with all the calculations being done under the hood, which I'm actually fine with. It's pretty cool for the most part. Alright, so I'm out of attack range. That's clear. I'm gonna get in a bit closer. Can't attack him after moving that much. I'm just going to run my guy with the sword all the way up to him, get into base-to-base contact so he can't do any archery nonsense. Yeah, he's boned now. We'll just gang up on him. I'm kind of using my mage as a melee character at this point just because I don't want to waste any more mana. I drained a lot throughout this fight. 25 AP, bunch of money, and gear. Gladiator gloves. Okay, let's take those. Who's going to wear those? Probably our tank. Sweet. It's all reflected on the characters as well, which is quite nice. So they've all gained AP for that combat, but the damage and the mana is persistent. So that's something to bear in mind.